Okay, we're taping now. Okay, go.
Well, introduction.
Sorry.
Hey everybody,
Hey.
Melanie and Steve here for Living into Crazy Lane, and we're still playing with Steve's new toy.
Yeah, sorry about that. We're still trying to learn this GoPro, so.
More like he is.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's Friday morning, and we're getting ready to do our morning, his least favorite task, but it needs to get done. We need to hit the grocery store. The reason why we're doing it now instead of me sending it out to him on his honey-do list is he's going out for the night.
Yep, and no kids, so it makes it a lot easier.
And no wife.
Yep, and got a couple things I want to bring up, at least with me, is like, with Matthew, I've noticed he's got, he's acting more like a typical preteen, I've noticed,
He's showing interest in girls.
He's showing interest in girls, and last weekend, he was in his bedroom with my headphones on and my phone, and he looks at me and goes, "Go away, Dad," and shuts the door in my face.
And then locks it.
Locks it. So, even though he has autism, it's a big relief to know that he's acting like a typical preteen, where most parents kind of dread that. We actually are looking forward to it because he's showing that, he is overcoming his autism.
In some ways.
Yeah.
However, you gotta remember one thing about autism, about kids who are on the spectrum. It doesn't matter if they're male or female. You are at a greater risk in other areas when they hit teen years because of puberty.
Yes.
You do need to look for symptoms of epilepsy, of seizure-like disorders, because no matter what the media says autism is a neurological brain condition.
Yep. And if I'm correct, I'm pretty sure I'm correct on this one, 1 out of 4 teen boys that have autism that are teens tend to have seizures.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're already on the watch of that because Matthew does have a dark spot on his brain.
Yeah.
On the thalamus of his brain, which what that means, give me a moment, just making sure you're good.
Yep, we're good.
Just on the thalamus of his brain, and what that means is the thalamus is what regulates sensory input. So that's why his sensory deprivation is so high strung, is because of that dark spot.
Yep.
Yes, I've done my research. What is the line? Worried mom does more research than the FBI and CIA. That I would definitely say is pretty accurate. Now, Aiden, on the other hand, has been exhibiting some extreme talents in building. Now, he does not know this, but Santa, aka Mommy and Daddy, are making sure we illuminate this talent. Aiden has grown an obsession with roller coasters. Ever since Cedar Point, he's obsessed. And he has been building roller coasters out of anything he sees. That means he's building a roller coaster out of his Hot Wheels set, roller coaster out of random stuff in our house. Roller coasters everywhere. So for his birthday, what we got him was a K'NEX roller coaster set. Okay, first, whoever created K'NEX, every parent in the world would love to hurt you. Because, seriously, 580 something pieces, I think Steve and I needed a drink after that one. Second, what the hell did we get ourselves into? And third, we got to see something, though. Aiden got right into building stuff, and he's actually talented at it. He's showing a very adept skill of where things are supposed to go. Yes, he will get frustrated if he can't manipulate it to the way he wants it. But the wheels here are turning very strong. He's built a roller coaster in our Christmas tree. We call it the Christmas Tree Express. So if that gives anybody an idea, and those who are following us, looking for ideas of what to get their kids for Christmas who are autistic, you'll love this and hate this at the same time. So here's my recommendation. Go on Amazon, look up K'NEX. That is, if your kid is like ours who likes building, I would recommend getting them a K'NEX set. And then after that, go to your local store and get yourself a bottle of wine, beer. It doesn't matter, because you're going to need it, because you're helping them with that thing. And if you're somebody like me who's never liked playing with Legos, never got into building anything, you're going to freaking hate this toy. But your kid's going to love it, so at the end, it's a win-win, right?
Yep.
Now, the next thing
you want to bring up 2018 goals.
That's what I was going to do.
Okay.
Don't we love how our marriage works? He interrupts whenever he feels like it. Okay. Now, the next thing is 2018. A lot of people dread the new year. I actually look forward to it. Don't you, Steve?
Yep.
Because a lot of big changes are coming for 2018, and it's going well.
Yep.
First change is we are facing the very real possibility of, how do I put this? Homeownership. That is a big deal for Steve and I because we've been renting our home for 3 years.
Not quite 3 years, almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years, and we get to finally say we get to own it. It's ours. And our home is actually a perfect fit for our family. Yeah. It really is. So we're excited for that. We're excited for 2018 because we're going to be, the crazy lanes are still up and everything's up in the air, but we're debating where the next crazy lane adventure is going to be in the summer.
Yep.
So if you're going to comment, if you comment, please do. We're debating on going, he wants to go back to Florida. I really don't want to get sick of Florida. And I'm saying let's go to Hershey Park over in Pennsylvania. So, and right now Ada wants Hershey Park, by the way.
Yeah.
So, comment below where your favorite vacation destination is so we can maybe put that in the running.
Yeah.
Next, it has to be in the States though. So we aren't looking at going to Mexico or in Europe.
Or even Canada.
We could do Canada. You just don't want to deal with customs.
Well, right now I've got a fear with taking the kids over the border. Even though we live an hour away from Canada, I do have a fear of taking them across the border because they are nonverbal. And in the sense of nonverbal, meaning like they don't know how to respond to certain questions.
However, he had bad experience with customs back when he was a kid. He doesn't want the kids to go through that. All right. And the next thing so comment below, and then the next thing I'm going to fully announce within the next week and a half.
Mm-hmm.
So if you follow me on, if you're one of my Facebook friends, or you follow me on Facebook or on Twitter, you will probably find out more. And if you're interested, please friend request me at I am Melanie Ferguson Lane on Facebook. Lane spelled the same way you see Crazy Lane spelled. One of my girlfriends has been a very big help. How do I put this? Matthew and Aiden have eczema, and I have eczema with a few other skin conditions. My skin is extremely sensitive, so I've been trying out a very specific product for the past 6 months to a year. She's been just giving me samples, and it pretty much cleared up Aiden's eczema. And whenever he has an eczema outbreak, it cleared up eye infection on my skin pretty quickly, and I use it on almost everything.
Oh yeah.
I'm not naming off the product yet because that's next week. However, she's been pretty much seeing if I'm interested in maybe signing up under her. Well, I've been taking that into some seriously heavy consideration. A lot of it is we do discuss a lot of things, and guess what? We have a very, very easygoing marriage. But before I put my foot into waters that I'm not familiar with, guess what? We talk about it.
Yeah.
And how many months have we been talking about this one?
About 4 months. And part of the deal was also is like I would kind of help her do the networking online.
But don't worry, everybody. I'm not. You guys all know me. I'm not pushy. First and foremost, I'm an autism advocate.
Yep.
Everything else comes after.
Yep.
Well, first and foremost, I'm a mother and a wife.
Yep.
Then autism advocate.
Mm-hmm.
Then everything else comes to play after, and it fits perfectly together. So, 2008 is already starting on a very exciting
2008.
year. Oh, God, 2018. 2018.
It's early in the morning for us.
We need more
we're
coffee.
We're more night people than we are in the morning, so.
Yeah.
More morning.
And in the next few weeks, Steve's getting a new computer because I'm sure anybody who's watched our older videos knows our MacBook is kind of a goner.
Yeah, it's a goner.
And it was a complete accident. There was no malicious intent.
Yeah. It was just a matter of time. That thing went through so much. So many spills with Matthew. And I can't blame myself because you should always put your electronics away. And I didn't do it. So at 5 o'clock in the morning, he's waking up. And next thing you know, milk is getting spilled all over this thing. And
it wasn't at 5 in the morning, Steve. That was the
that was the
first
first time.
incident.
That was the first
And
incident.
that wasn't milk. That was root beer. And that was actually an accident, too.
Yeah.
I'm shocked our MacBook survived after that one. But then a few years later, what happened was Steve and I were discussing something. I forgot what. And Matthew goes, "Oh no, you get to fix it." To realize he spilt a quarter of a glass of milk on the MacBook keyboard. Yikes.
Yeah.
We spent how long trying to fix this thing?
I spent days trying to fix it.
No, it was more like months, honey.
Yeah.
And we are sucking up our pride and saying, it ain't coming back.
Yeah.
So, we're going to probably get a new computer. Again, in the comments. Post in the comments.
We are on a budget, though.
We are on a budget. I'm giving him a budget. What computer brand what laptop brand would you recommend? What laptop brand would you highly recommend? It cannot be a MacBook. As much as we love Apple. And Apple really does have awesome products. There's my Apple commercial for today, even though we use a Galaxy phone. Is this. What laptop would you recommend people use? So please put that in the comments, along with what vacation places you you enjoy going to here in the continental USA. Now, we do have to get going because we're at the grocery store. We are very boring people. But hey, we're gonna post more later on. I think we are talking about this weekend going to Cook's Dairy.
Maybe, we'll see. Yeah.
They have a Santa thing going on.
Oh yeah.
But we also have some stuff going on this weekend. This guy turned 40 this week.
Yep.
So, I have to let you guys go.
Okay.
And so does Steve. So, this is Melanie and Steve for Living in the Crazy Lane saying, have a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye.